What's going on, everyone? Today I just want to take a look at the Smith's Diamond Combination Sharpener. I just picked this up at REI. I got it for, I think it was like around 20 bucks. Yeah, it was 20 bucks. But basically, yeah, I just wanted to try this out and kind of see how I like it. I've never had one of these, and I've seen them a few times in stores, so figured I'd make a video of it in my first sharpening, just so you guys can kind of see it. Now, I'm not an expert sharpener. I'll say that up front. I'm just a common knife user like most of you, but I will just kind of give you my thoughts and opinion on it and do one of my first sharpenings with it. Now, what this sharpener basically is it is the diamond grit. It comes with a fine side and a coarse side, and they kind of have a weird, not weird, but I guess you could say unique design in that they have these little holes in the sharpening surface, and what those are meant to be is, as you're sharpening your blade, it's meant to catch the metal shavings that come off of the blade as you're sharpening it, so that they don't interfere with the sharpening surface. So you end up cleaning it after you use it with water or some kind of cleaning solution, and it takes those metal shavings off. But kind of a cool design. When I first used this, the first time I tried it, the blade was catching on some of those holes, so there is, I guess you could say, a break-in period. You know, the first couple uses, you're going to kind of have to get a feel for it, but it seems to work really well now. Comes with just some basic packaging. Like I said, it's coarse and fine diamond stones. It comes with basically a holder. You put the sharpener inside like that, and it all goes together like so. The retention's pretty good, doesn't fall out. And then when you pull this out, you actually attach this like that so that it has a handle. Now this has some good and some bad points. I'll get to that a little bit later, but well, I'll just go ahead and say that right now. I think the poor side of this design is that if you wanted to sharpen something on a flat surface, if you press your hand down on the handle, this is not flush with the ground. So as you press the knife down on this, it's going to kind of teeter-totter. So you kind of have to figure out how you're going to keep it level and flat. I guess this is kind of a field sharpening unit, so it's meant to be just real quick touch-ups on your edge, not really a dedicated full-on sharpener. But for this little demo or review, you might say, I'm going to go ahead and use it just like this. It does come with instructions. They're pretty basic. It says that you can use the sharpener with or without lubrication. It says water is recommended, but you can use oil, I suppose. I'm just going to put a little bit of water on the fine sharpening surface. The fine, they say, is 750 grit, which is ideal for putting a razor edge on your knives, and the coarse is 325 grit. It's more for aggressive removal of metal. It says to quickly restore dull edges, so just keep that in mind. The knife I'm going to be sharpening today is the Benchmade Griptilian 154 cm steel. We're just going to use the fine surface here because the edge isn't really that dull. Actually, it's not dull at all. It still cuts paper, so I'm going to go ahead and dull the knife just a little bit. Don't want to do too much. All right, so let's do a cut test on this receipt, and we'll see if it cuts. Still cuts, but you can see there's a couple little nicks in the edge. Will cut through it, but not very cleanly. Now I'm using this because just plain old white paper, it's easy for a dull knife even to cut through, so I figured I'd try with just some, just a regular REI receipt, which is a lot thinner. So let me put a little bit of water on this. Just gonna put a couple drops. Kind of clean it up from the last time I used it. Actually, I already cleaned it, but just kind of add some lubrication on there. Also, what I could do, I guess, as a cut test is see if it shaves hair right now. Not at all, not shaving anything. Just some dry skin, pretty much. No hair at all. So that's a good test. We'll see if we can get it to what it says as the fine grit, which is, it says ideal for putting a razor edge on your knives or tools. Now again, I'm not an expert sharpener, but kind of the technique I'm going to use here is I'm just going to work on one side, a couple strokes, keep some steady strokes. Just kind of go on both. Now keep in mind I'm working with a weird angle here with the tripod in front of me, but try my best to sharpen this. Now ideally I would work on one side until I guess a burr develops on the opposing side. Now what I mean by that, because I had a few questions on my last sharpening video, is here you have your edge right here. A burr is when one edge goes over to the other side because you're sharpening on this portion of that side, so the edge starts to fold over to that side. So then you go in and sharpen on the other side, and you keep getting that down to where you have the smallest burr possible. You're always going to have a little bit of a burr, but you want to minimize that as much as possible. But I'm just going to kind of do a couple swipes on this, see what kind of edge we can get. I have to turn this because my hand keeps hitting the tripod. Can't even tell if I'm in frame right now. This angle's not working. Hang on real quick. Let's try this. Now this has gotten good reviews, so we'll see what happens here. I did one sharpening with this same knife, and I was able to shave hair with it, but it wasn't a razor sharp edge. You know, it took a couple swipes across my skin to take the hair off, but it was shaving hair. One thing I notice about this handle, it kind of gets in the way. Like if I want to pull the knife up closer and just start from this side more, I really can't because there's this plastic piece right here that gets in the way of the knife. So you kind of got to start in front of it when you switch to sharpening this side of the blade like this, which is a little bit annoying, but it can work. Just got to have a little patience. Let's see what we got. Will it shave hair yet? Yes, it will. It's popping hair right off. Look at that. So there you have it. This is the Smith's Diamond Combination Sharpener. You know, it's pretty small. You could realistically put it in your pocket if you wanted to, although it is a little bit wide to do that. But definitely a great value sharpener, I think, for around 20 bucks. I picked mine up at REI. But yeah, got a hair shaving sharp edge on 154 cm steel. Now you see it slices pretty clean through this regular receipt. Or cleaner. I'll say cleaner. I think there still is a nick in the edge. You see how it caught right there? There's that one spot. But sliced pretty clean. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this demo or review of the Smith's Diamond Combination Sharpener. Definitely pick one up if you're looking for a knife sharpener in the $20 price range. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.